Hello, my name is Jared Fowler. I am a math instructor and AP coordinator at Coahulla Creek High School in Whitfield County, Georgia. Today's date is July 5th, 2021. Today we're going to be doing a data overview of the Algebra 1 EOC. The intended audience for this data overview is district administration, school administration, school improvement team, and content area teachers, particularly Algebra 1. The purpose of the data overview. The purpose is driven by the school improvement plan. You can see the first SMART goal for the school improvement plan on the left. That's to increase the percentage of students scoring at a 3 or 4 on the Georgia Milestones EOC. And you see Algebra 1 is highlighted there. The purpose of the data overview, which is to your right, we're going to review school attendance data, review school demographics, review enrollment data, review faculty data, review 4-year Algebra 1 EOC data, identify strengths using data, identify weaknesses using data, and then we're going to discuss what's next. First thing we're going to look at is student enrollment data. Here we have the 4-year student enrollment for Coahulla Creek. If you look on the left, you see the total number of students. If you look on the right, you see the student enrollment broken down by gender. Here we have the student ethnicity broken down into 4 different pie charts. I did this just so that you could see the 4 different years, but you can see that it stays pretty consistent. Now for the graduation and dropout data. On the left, you're going to see the graduation rate of Coahulla Creek compared to the state and district. Coahulla Creek is the blue line, the district is the orange line, and then the state is the gray line. All right, you can see that Coahulla Creek has a graduation rate that is greater than the district and state for all 4 years. On the right, you will see the Coahulla Creek dropout totals. The orange line represents the total number of students, and the blue line or blue bar represents the total number of dropouts for that school year. As you can see, the number of dropouts is decreasing throughout the 4-year period. Here we see the number of special needs students broken down for each demographic group. All right, top left, we have the English language learners. On the top right, we have the economically disadvantaged. The bottom left, we have the students with disabilities. And on the bottom right, we have the gifted students. Here we have the annual attendance and the student mobility rate. On the left, you're going to see the annual attendance. Now, this is broken down into 3 different categories. Students with 5 or fewer absences, that's going to be the red portion of the bar. 6 to 15 absences is going to be the black portion of the bar. And then over 15 absences is going to be the gray portion of the bar. And you can see that broken down into each year. On the right, you see Coahulla Creek's mobility rate. This is the percentage of students who enrolled and withdrew from the school during the school year. Next, we're going to look at some teacher data. There are a total of 52 teachers at Coahulla Creek High School for the 2018-2019 school year. The pie chart shows that I've broken it up between professional and provisional certificates. 94% or 49 of the 52 teachers had a professional certificate, and then 3 or 6% of the teachers had a provisional certificate. All right, the teachers at Coahulla Creek, approximately 30 or 58% are male, and 22 or 42% are female. And then we see the teacher ethnicity over here to the right. We have 3 Hispanic teachers and 49 white teachers. Teacher certification and years of experience. If you look to the left, you'll see the teacher certification. We have 18 teachers with a 4-year degree, 21 teachers with a 5-year degree, 12 teachers with a 6-year degree, 1 teacher with a 7-year degree, and then there are no others. Most of the teachers range between 1 year of experience and 30. We have 21 teachers with 1 to 10 years of experience, 22 teachers with 11 to 22 years of experience, and then 9 teachers with 21 to 30 years of experience. Next, we're going to look at some end-of-course data. Here we have a 4-year comparison of the Algebra 1 EOC data. The beginner level is the blue portion of the bar for each year. The developing is the orange portion. Proficient is the gray portion, and distinguished is the black portion. We can see how each year compares to its previous or the following year. Here we have the 2015-2016 Algebra 1 EOC data. Here it's broken down between the state, district, and of course the school. Coal Creek is the blue bar, the district is the green bar, and then the state is the rust or orangish colored bar. Here I have the data broken down into different subgroups. Top left, we have the Algebra 1 EOC broken down by ethnicity. We have the white and Hispanic. To the top right, we have the Algebra 1 EOC broken down into economically disadvantaged and not economically disadvantaged. The bottom left, we have the Algebra 1 EOC broken down for ELLs, or English language learners. And then the bottom right, we have the Algebra 1 EOC broken down by gender. There's a total of 243 students who took the Algebra 1 EOC in this year. Alright, 2016-2017 Algebra 1 EOC. Same color scheme here. Coal Creek is the blue bar, the district is the green bar, and then the state is the rust colored bar. Here once again I've broken the data down by subgroups. Top left is the economically disadvantaged. Top right is going to be gender. The bottom left is going to be the English language learners. And then the bottom right is going to be ethnicity. If you notice, there's another bar in this particular graph. We have white, Hispanic, and then multiracial. All right, for this year, there was a total of 306 students who took the Algebra 1 EOC. Here we have the 2017-2018 school year. Once again, same color scheme. Coal Creek is the blue bar, green is the district, and then of course the orange or the rust color is the state. Broken it down here into different subgroups. Top left is going to be the economically disadvantaged. The top right is going to be the English language learners. Bottom left is going to be the gender. And then the bottom right is going to be ethnicity. Here we drop back down to white and Hispanic. There are no multiracial students in this reporting. For this particular year, there was a total of 282 students who took the Algebra 1 EOC. Here we have the 2018-2019 school year. Once again, same color scheme. Blue is Coal Creek, green is the district, and then the rust color is the state. Once again, I've broken it down into different subgroups. Economically disadvantaged, top left. Ethnicity, top right. English language learners, bottom left. And then gender, bottom right. In this particular year, there's a total of 311 students who took the Algebra 1 EOC. Now, analysis of the data. All right, if we go back and we compare the years, some strengths that we see, we have a 4-year average of 8.1% of the students scoring in the distinguished level. Also, the 2017 to 2018 school year produced the highest percentage of students scoring at proficient or higher. Also, our enrollment for gifted students has increased over the 4-year period. Some weaknesses that we see in the data. Some 4-year averages of subgroups scoring below proficient. Over the 4-year period, we have an average of 92.5 of our ELLs are scoring below proficient. Out of the 4 years, we have an average of 76.4% of our low socioeconomic students scoring below proficient. There was also a noticeable drop in the proficiency level from the 2017-18 to 2018-19 school year. All right, some questions to consider as we move forward from this point. How can we better serve our ELL students in Algebra 1? Things like a flipped classroom. If we post videos online, Can we do closed captioning to help our ELLs possibly understand the content a little bit better? Project-based learning, taking more of the hands-on interaction with the material instead of the teacher being the sage on the stage. There was a noticeable decrease in proficiency level from 2017-18 to 2018-19. Why? What caused that decrease in proficiency? Was the test restructured in some way? We would need to look at the strand or domain data to try to identify what caused that drop in the student proficiency. Also, what programs can we consider or research to increase equitable access and student achievement for our students of low socioeconomic status? Are there after-school programs where they can come in and study and get some extra help, or maybe use computers? Could we develop a one-to-one program where the students have their own laptop? Do we need to look into free Wi-Fi programs for the home since they don't have Wi-Fi in their homes? These are all questions that we need to consider as we move forward into the next phase of this data analysis. Thank you for your time, and I appreciate all your input, and I look forward to working with you in the future.